This is what I would consider a unicorn effort for a state report for 5th grade. Okay, this is a Nebraska state float or a state report, and as you can see, everything's hand drawn here. And I like hand drawn. Anyone can go to a printer and print stuff out, but hand drawn shows effort. Okay, here's a table of contents. There's some cute little doodles. I'm not against cute doodles. It's still 5th grade. Come on, people. Stop being so picky. Oh, it's not as analytical when you do doodles. Yes, but it's funner. So, the beef state. I like these topic titles that don't just say introduction. They say actually like little things that, little titles that are customized for the particular state. And so this says, welcome to Nebraska. Welcome to Nebraska. I know you are all probably exhausted from the long trip, but after today's introduction, tour, and a good night's sleep, you'll be ready to hop on the bus for the sightseeing in no time. Let me introduce you to the Beef State. Here are some basic and quick facts. The state capital is Lincoln, which is surprisingly not the biggest city in the state. A few nicknames include the Tree Planters, the Cornhuskers, and the Beef State. Close to 1.8 million cows live there. Nebraska's state anthem is Nebraska the Beautiful, and the motto is Equality Before Law. I could go on and on about all the wondrous facts about Nebraska, but we have got other things to do before the stars take over. Stay tuned for more information. If you asked anyone, they would put Nebraska on the list as one of the boring states. In fact, there are many interesting tourist places that would make an awesome vacation. The Lewis and Clark Campsite or Toadstool Park are just two of the many sites. If you prefer somewhere more quiet and calming, Lake McConaughey would be the perfect destination for you. The soft sand and view is exactly like a beach but better. You will surely change your mind about Nebraska after you take this tour. I promise you will have a blast on this trip. Fun Fact Frenzy. Did you know that? Wow, there are so many fun facts about Nebraska. These are just a couple listed. The facts written are the most mind-blowing of them all. Enjoy. Did you know that Lincoln is the home to the world's largest woolly mammoth elephant fossil? The largest porch swing in the world is in Hebron, and it can sit 25 adults. Mutual of Omaha headquarters is a building built with 7 floors underground. Kearney, Nebraska is located exactly in the middle of Boston and San Francisco. There is a law that states in Blue Hill, no woman wearing a hat in public may eat onions. There is another law that bans donut holes from being sold in Lehigh. Edwin Perkins invented Kool-Aid in Nebraska. The time machine. That's another way of saying history. Nebraska's history is full of fantastic tales of exploration and danger, massive volcanic destruction. Lewis and Clark and the Cold War are all part of it. Let's go together in my time machine to explore the wondrous events of Nebraska's past. The Cornhusker State was the 37th state admitted to the Union in the afternoon of March 1st, 1867. It was home to 4 major Native American tribes, Pawnees, Omaha, Oto, and Ponca. Nebraska's history established based on our plentiful resources, like the fertile soil that is perfect for agriculture. Even now, Nebraska's economy is relying mostly on the money made from selling crops. Anyways, now we are going 10 million years before 2014. Why? Well, 10 million years ago, a huge volcano erupted. Powdery white ash covered most of Nebraska. The plume of smoke and ash was so thick that animals could no longer breathe. In 1971, Dr. Michael Voorhees discovered remains and founded Ashfall Fossil Beds National Park. The animals included camels, rhinos, and 3-toed horses. Some of the animals still had food in their stomachs. Others were going to the bathroom. One rhino was pregnant when she died. If you go there, you can explore and look at the remains. Pretty cool, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Destination reached. Hi again. We just transferred to 1804, where Meriwether Lewis and William Clark explored the Louisiana that had been purchased by Thomas Jefferson. Their little group were following down the Mississippi River when they bumped into what is now known as Nebraska. When they returned, the explorers' reports of Nebraska sparked lots of interest, so Thomas Jefferson sent an army group to set out and explore. One of the soldiers noted the land to be perfect for cultivating. This attracted many people to move toward the west. Later, Nebraska became a home and a road to travelers moving west. Let's move on to more modern times. After World War II, the United States and Soviet Union became rivals and resulted in a conflict known as the Cold War. Fearful of the nuclear weapons the Soviet Union had, the government established a Strategic Air Command to manage American nuclear defenses. Nebraska's post-war was super strong and provided jobs for many citizens, including women. During the war, Nebraska was ranked #1 for companies providing jobs for women. Well, I hope you enjoyed our little trip today. Now I know that you're thinking, come on, I want more. But there will be lots more later. Ever heard of a dissected till plane? Stay tuned to find out. This is a nice little timeline of Nebraska. I didn't require this, but in the future, I think I will because I think it's clever. So, again, hand-drawn with a couple of printed pieces, but mostly 90% hand-drawn. In the biggest events of Nebraska's timeline, 1714 French explorers named Platte River. And these are in the 1700s. You got the 1800s, 1900s. But over here, 1739, Pierre and Paul Mallet traveled across Nebraska. 1754 to 1763, French and Indian War. 1775 to 1783, American Revolution. 1804, Lewis and Clark explore eastern Nebraska. 1840, Congress gives Nebraska its official name. 1843, pioneers take Oregon Trail across Nebraska. 1854, Congress establishes Nebraska Territory. 1867, Nebraska becomes the 37th state. 1929, America plunges in the Great Depression. 1948, Omaha becomes main headquarters, I'm guessing, of the Cold War. 1960, Nebraska's urban population outnumbers rural residents. 1990, tourism becomes major industry. And towards the future. Mountains or fields. On the map of the United States, Nebraska looks like almost the center of the country. From the geographic point of view, Nebraska is one of the many Great Plains states. Nebraska has two major land regions, the dissected Till Plains region and the Great Plains region. Hundreds of thousands of years ago, gigantic glaciers scoured the land. They carved out a landscape of gentle rolling hills in the eastern one-fifth of Nebraska. As the glaciers began to melt, they left behind deposits of rich soil, forming a material called till. River and streams divided this land, creating deep river valleys, so geologists call this area the dissected Till Plains region. The rest of Nebraska lies within the Great Plains. Nebraska's Great Plains region is divided into sections, each with its own special features. One of the areas is called the Sand Hills region. Its name is the perfect description. Over time, wind has blown sand around the area, forming the sand dunes that lie there. This is the largest area of sand dunes in all of North America. Crops do not grow well in this area, but there is grass, so ranchers keep their cattle there to graze. Nebraska has one of the most varied land areas. It sure is interesting. That's page 6. Page 7, we've got Nebraska's topography map. And in this legend, you can see the colors. You can see over here, note, elevation is measured as a distance above or below sea level. Okay, well done, hand drawn. And this is climate. And she says, sun or snow. Oh, we've got 43 seconds. This is a very long essay to read and to dissect. So we'll have a part 2. And might as well stop it now. And I'll put an annotation at the beginning for the part 2.